Okay.
First order of business will be the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Beth, you want to change the screen? There we go. Next order of business will be to approve the minutes of our last session, which was on August the 3rd, 2020. Do I have that motion?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
Yes. Public comment period. Anything from Brookside?
Just one thing, and Chief, we'd look for your support on this as well. On Thursday, August 27th, we'll have the Graders ice cream truck in front of the school from 4 to 6:30. Since, PTO can't do the standard ice cream socials kicking off the school year, we decided to bring a truck in to try to give the kids something to look forward to.
That's August 27th?
Yes, August 27th from 4 to 6:30.
We will have an officer there for you.
Thank you.
You'll have a trustee there too.
Did two trustees go at once? We call special meeting?
That's right. Only if you order the same flavor, then it's a problem.
Anything from Worthington Hills?
Worthington Hills Civic Association had their meeting, most of which was consumed by discussion about the Sheets project. So they were provided an update from our perspective.
Anything else, Henderson Heights?
No, sir.
Next order of business is zoning.
Mr. Chair, I'm going to defer to Andy and Michelle to provide any update regarding the KCC property.
Michelle, I drove by, I can't remember what day it was, but it looked like I didn't see anything. Have you heard anything from Ed in terms of trees?
Not about the trees, no. I think I may have mentioned to you though that it appears that they've perhaps hired a service. We've seen a landscaping pro mower there a couple times, and the property still looks good other than the trees. That's
Okay.
the outstanding issue.
Because I sent Ed an email about the trees just to see if he had anything, but I didn't know if he had. I know he was kind of sending you emails.
Yeah, he hasn't, other than what you've seen, and I went by there yesterday, the trees haven't changed.
Okay.
A new business, Mr. Chairman, have a motion once again to make here to declare the property owned by Naomi Taylor located at 987 Larkstone Drive, in Perry Township, Franklin County, a nuisance.
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
The BZA will be holding a hearing. I believe they may have 4 cases on September the 15th. In preparation for that, Beth is going to do a quick survey of our BZA members as well as members of our other boards, just to make sure that they have the technology necessary to actively participate in these calls. Not everybody, I think sometimes we make the assumption everybody has the devices that they need, and they're all on the same page regarding the technology that we now use for the Zoom platform. So we're just going to double check with everybody, make sure that they have the equipment as well as the training necessary for that. In addition, I'll be coming to you at the next board meeting with a candidate hopefully to fill the spot on the zoning commission, as well as a recommendation to move a zoning commission member over to fill the slot on the BCA. So there's going to be kind of switching of chairs a little bit, but filling of the spot. Beth has started making arrangements for interviews for Joe Smiley, her, and myself to reach out to candidates who have expressed interest in filling one of those or both of those spots. So we'll have somebody, a candidate for your consideration at the next meeting. And I think that's it. Beth, John?
I don't think we have John on. Anything else under zoning?
Nope.
Road department.
Outside of just some curb work on Clubview, I have nothing to report.
Fire and EMS.
Because I'm ill prepared and I forgot to bring my fire reports back, I don't have those numbers for you, but I believe they were part of your packet. Both Upper Arlington and Worthington had sent me a report, but there were minimal runs in the township through both departments.
Yeah, I only see two I don't have Worthington, but Upper Arlington only had 2 runs in July.
Right.
Yeah.
So, anything else, Chief, on the fire? What's that?
That's all I have right now.
Police department.
I would like to ask the board to consider allowing me to promote one of our part-time sergeants into a part-time lieutenant position. And I'll explain why I want to do that. I'm looking to do a redistribution of responsibilities and job tasks. And I believe for that role, it would be more suitable for that individual to be a lieutenant. That position already exists. We've never filled it once Lieutenant Pendleton had retired. There would be no pay increase involved in this. That officer, who would be Dan Quigley, will remain at the same pay grade, but his rank will change so that he has the authority to make some decisions relative to sergeants within the department. So I would ask the board to consider a motion to allow me to fill that part-time lieutenant position with Sergeant Dan Quigley.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Vote.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I have nothing else under police at this time. Thank you.
Madam Administrator.
Hey, I'm noticing, Beth, that you have 3 live streams going at the same time on the YouTube. I don't know if that has anything to do. I see your face on one, our face on another, and then just you on the other one.
I don't think Beth is connected to us right now either. Beth, can you hear us?
Mr. Chairman, I think I can take these 3, if that's okay. We were presented with a letter of resignation from Mike Blease, who's been our IT coordinator, as you know, for many, many years, and a sergeant within the police department. We had been recognizing that he had a retirement date about the end of September, I believe, is actual retirement date. And so, as I understand the arrangement to be, is that he wanted to submit his resignation for August the 31st, 2020, and to remain as an employee of our contracted IT folks with Ray. It's a 1099 employee. So Mike will be around for an additional month to answer any questions and to obviously work with our new IT company that's been transitioning into our services. So I would move to accept Mike Blee's letter of resignation and retirement effective August 31st, 2020.
I'll second.
Vote,
Yes.
yes.
And then the second one is actually a two-parter. You have before you a resolution that actually incorporates both of these actions into one resolution. The resolution is for the creation of the position of Director of Development and appointment of Joseph Smiley on a part-time basis in that role. As you are well aware, we have contracted with Mr. Smiley to serve as our acting development director. I've been saying for a number of months. He has been outstanding. He has been a wealth of information. He brings many, many years of experience in networking and connections with the development community, many other local governments, and making sure that our agreement with the city of Columbus was steered in the right direction, and as well as working individually with the variety of developers that we are now engaged with. This is obviously based upon contingency of our signing with the city of Columbus, which will soon be effective, and we will soon sign that document. But this is a step in the right direction for the township. This is a huge development for us, not excuse the pun, but he's brought us into another phase as to a local government and how we can grow. I know that Andy can talk much more about Joe and his experience, what he brings to the table. But I'm moving to create the position of the Director of Development and appoint Joe Smiley in that role as a part-time employee of the Perry Township.
I'll second that.
Vote, yes.
Yes.
Before we jump off, I'm thinking Beth can't hear us still or has his connection problems. Do we need to make Mike Bleese's resignation effective on August the 28th?
Is that the?
That's the date in the letter. That's the date in the letter. And for some reason, I think that's the date rather than the 31st.
Okay. Well, then we'll go with the letter, August 28th, 2020.
I just got a text. I just got a text from Beth. So apparently she is having some difficulty. She said, yes, it is the 28th. So, Chad, if you want to just redo your motion.
Yeah, I'll move to accept the letter of resignation / retirement of Michael Bleese effective August 28th, 2020.
There you go.
I'll second again.
Vote.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you for the catch.
Okay. Beth is says she can see and hear fine, but she's not sure why she can get in. So why she can't get in. So she'll text me if there's anything. Before I guess I don't think there's anything major to report on old business as far as the 161 corridor or anything like that. So we could just table all that till next week anyway, unless somebody's got something they want to chime in about. Anybody?
And the only thing I would add on Elmwood is that they continue to do a lot of clearing work, even though there has not been movement on the limitation text or approval.
Okay.
But that's the only update there.
Okay.
Michelle, are they clearing in the back part? That's what I mean. How far back are they going?
A little bit of both. If at some point you want to make a socially distant visit with me, I'd be happy to walk through there with you.
Okay.
Anything else before we move on to the fiscal officer? Fiscal Officer.
Request a motion for approval of payroll and disbursements.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Vote.
Yes.
That's
Before we sign off, Mike Blease is on. Mike, can you hear me? I saw he unmuted. I just wanted to see if Mike had anything he wanted to say. He gave me the thumbs up. I think we saw real quick when we changed the retirement date from the 30th, 31st to the 28th. I just want to make sure Mike doesn't want to have anything else to say.
No, nothing.
Okay. Well, I guess the next motion is a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
Second. Vote.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
I can't hear.
Mike can't hear. Like I said, before we sign off, I feel like I'd be a little remiss if we didn't thank Mike for 37 years of service, which is incredible that he has served this community for that long. Excuse me. And even though he's not leaving us, Mike, I think I could speak for everybody here when we appreciate all the good you've done for this township for 37 years. Obviously predates all of us here. And you're just a class guy, a model police officer, and thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. I don't know if you can hear me now.
We
Yeah,
can
we
hear
can.
you now.
Really, your IT guy actually got the audio to work on his own laptop. Thank you. I have, it has been a heck of a ride, and I don't know that I've ever worked for a more professional organization. Beth has been very supportive of me my entire time as the IT administrator, and also working under the chief as well. And of course, none of it would be possible without the support of the Board of Trustees. It was much harder for me to write that resignation letter than I thought it would be. Probably 15 proofreads, but I was able to finally get it done. So I want to thank you all for your understanding and your patience and your support. And I know everyone there will do well, and Perry Township is growing, and I think that is just absolutely outstanding. So I wish you all the best.
Like I said, you're not leaving us. So, but it's, 37 years, like I said, it is a heck of a run, and we just want to thank you for your service. And we're going to figure out a way to get together here when we can get away from the social distancing to send you off properly. So, with that said, if anything else, if anybody has anything else other than that, I think that's a good note to adjourn on.
Yep. Mike, you're always invited to all the Christmas parties from here on out and company picnics. So I will expect to see you there.
You know what? Thank you. I actually thought about how I will miss those. Thank you very much.
But you don't have to miss them now. So
No.
make sure you
We're not done with you yet, Mike.
Okay. I am at your service.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week or 2 weeks from now.
See you, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Good night.